I'll never forget the last baseball game I ever played my senior year of high school. It was a tournament game, win or go home. We went into the game with a couple key players missing, and just a couple innings in, things weren't going our way. Frustrated with the game, our star pitcher and one of our best players walked off the field in the middle of the inning. He grabbed his stuff and he left the game. We were down another man. Even though we were down, we knew there was still time and we had hope that we could still do something. So we went out there and we left it all on the field. And you know what happened? We lost. Of course we lost. We didn't have our whole team. There were gaps in multiple areas and we just didn't have enough people to succeed. We love those inspirational stories about teams overcoming the odds despite missing players or injuries or other setbacks, and those stories tend to go viral. But what we don't hear, because it doesn't really make as good of a story, are the countless times teams that are in that scenario lose. It happens all the time. Why is that? It's because teamwork is just that important. There is nothing more powerful than a group of people all working together, using their unique gifts and abilities and playing a role in something. When players are missing, gaps get bigger, assignments get missed, it's harder to overcome, and ultimately a team is destined to lose. This isn't just true in sports, it's also true in many other different scenarios. You might have a team at work where you have a job. It's rare in business that someone is the best at being the CEO, at doing the customer service, and at mopping the floor. It's important in a family. The dad, the mom, the kid, they all play a different but equally important role in the household. And of course, it's especially true in the church. It doesn't matter how good one person is on their own. We can do far more when we work together. And there are countless places that we can point to scripture, but Proverbs 27:17 says this: as iron sharpens iron, one man sharpens another. In other words, we're better when we're together. We're better when we lift each other up. We make each other better. Paul says that the church is like one body with many members all working together. It's a great example because it's so true that in everything we do, it's exactly how the church works. There are different roles, assignments, responsibilities, all working together in order to accomplish one mission. Here at Northwest Christian Church, we have pastors, we have directors, admin, volunteers. Everybody plays a significant role. We have some teaching, some leading groups, some doing the finances, some doing hospitality, some leading the kids and youth. We have some that are praying a whole heck of a lot, and all of it is for one unified purpose. I got one more story for you. On my 6th grade baseball team, there were 2 catchers on the team. Little scrawny me, and another really tall, strong guy who, for a 6th grader, could throw the ball really hard. One thing that's important about being a catcher is your ability to throw across the field to second base when someone's stealing. The other really tall, strong catcher on our team could throw so hard that he'd actually overthrow it every time. Little scrawny me, on the other hand, I couldn't throw hard enough to overthrow it. In fact, I couldn't throw it hard enough to even quite get it there, which was actually perfect because the ball would be exactly where it needed to be right as the player was sliding in to second base. My gifts and my abilities were different from the other catcher, but I used it to my advantage. In life, we all have different gifts and abilities God has given us. We all have different gifts and abilities, and this team, the church, we need you using yours. There are some of you that know your gift, you're working it, and I'm so encouraged by it. There's some of you that know your gift and you're wasting your time wishing you had a different gift. And there's some of you that have no idea what your gift, and you're just sitting on the sidelines hoping it hits you in the head. You gotta get moving, you gotta get in the game. I just wanna leave you with this simple question. Are you in the game? Are you serving? Are you on the team? Are you working your gift? How are you sharpening others? How are you contributing to your team, to your church? That sounds like multiple questions, but it was really the same one worded over and over again. But remember, we worship a great big God who came to this earth and said, I came not to be served, but to serve. It's time to get in the game. It's time for you to play your role on the team. It's time for you to work your gift that God gave you.